Shalom, shalom. This is the book of Revelation 9 and verse 12 says, "One war is past, and behold, there came two wars more hereafter." So first and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praise of honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Bahasham, Rakaha Kodash, the Bwana, to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who do well. Peace, blessing, and salutation always to Joachim, who are pushing this truth into the four wings of the earth to make sure that Jerusalem is established here on earth again as a place of worship as it was in the days of old. So the title of this lesson is that WW3 is nigh. See, WW3 is coming. See, let us look at this video here.
And moving to Russia, where the Kremlin has labeled the United States as an enemy, reportedly for the first time. The remark was made by Vladimir Putin's press secretary, Dmitry Peskov. Until now, neither Putin nor the Kremlin had ever referred to the United States as an enemy of Russia. During a press briefing, Peskov said, quote, "We are now an enemy country for them, just as they are for us," end quote. Now, this was in response to a claim made by a former American intelligence officer who was recently barred from traveling to Russia and had his passport confiscated by U.S. border officials. Now, the Kremlin's shift in rhetoric comes days after U.S. President Joe Biden allowed Ukraine to strike inside Russia with some American weapons. Latest reports say Ukrainian forces have used U.S. weapons to strike Russian targets inside Russia to defend the Kharkiv region. Now, this has angered Putin even further, who has now warned that Moscow could arm other countries with similar weapons to attack Ukraine's Western allies.
What must we do in response? First of all, we will improve our air defense systems to destroy the missiles. Secondly, we think that if someone thinks it is possible to supply such weapons to a combat zone to strike at our territory and create problems for us, why do we not have the right to supply our weapons of the same class to those regions of the world where there will be strikes on the sensitive facilities of those countries that are doing this against Russia?
Now, Putin's remarks comes as Russia is expected to send combat vessels into the Caribbean region this summer to participate in naval exercises. This will likely include port calls in Cuba and potential stops in Venezuela. Washington says Russia wants to show that it's still capable of some level of power projection. However, the Biden administration does not view the deployment with alarm since Russia repeatedly sells ships into the Western Hemisphere. But now, with tensions increasing between the two nations over the war in Ukraine, it remains to be seen if Russia's naval drills will become a flashpoint of heightened alarm for the United States. From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're meeting Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on First Post America.
Again, this is the book of Revelation 11 and verse 14. It says the second war is past, and behold, the third war comes quickly. See, so the tension of between USA and the USSR is high. You see, and this tension rises from the US supported country, which is Ukraine. It is claimed that Ukraine is using US weapons in a war between Ukraine and Russia. You see? And at the same time, Poland, which is a country which a country which is between a country which is also can say there is from Poland, can say from the west of Ukraine is Poland, you see, and Poland is also near Russia, you see, and Poland is a member country of NATO, you see. So there were some claims that Poland will also act against Russia if some of the missiles will fall into the land of Poland, you see, which will lead to the nuclear attack, you see, between the member NATO which is Poland and Russia, see. And again, recent news is that Ukraine is using USA weapons, military weapons, to fight against Russia, see, which will also escalate the existence, you see, escalate, see, which will also increase or influence or fuel the coming war, which is World War 3, and which is inevitable, you see, and which is going to be the war between these ICBMs, nuclear missiles, you see. So Russia will have his own alliances as the same to America, you see. And Russia is not the part of the beast system, you see. The part of the beast system is the European countries, which are on the EU and the NATO countries, which are being headed by America, you see. So this is the book of Ezekiel 38 and verse 1. It says, "And the word of Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog, and the prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him." See, this was talking about Russia. And say, "Thus says the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army horses." See, all thine army. So the whole army of Russia represent also the countries which are in league with Russia. See, including some countries of West and North Africa, especially in some countries of the Middle East. It says, "All thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet." Verse 6, "Gomer and all of his bands, the house of Togarma of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee." See, Ethiopia and Libya, these are the Cushite countries. See, the countries which can be found in Africa. See, verse 7, "Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee. Be thou a guard unto them." See, Russia is protecting these countries. You can say the countries which were formerly under the Western countries. See, countries like Burkina Faso, see, Togo, countries like that, Niger, which are making league with Russia, see, for military aids, see, and other aids, you see. And these are the same countries which will join Russia when Russia will be fighting, when the time Russia will be fighting with America, you see. So the World War 3 is inevitable, see, according to the tension that is going on and according to the prophets, see. So war unto Babylon. The war is coming to Babylon. See, the war is coming to Babylon. So this is the book of Isaiah 13 and verse 17. It says, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not guard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it." Stir up, to rise up the Medes. The Medes will rise up, which are the Russians. See, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight. They shall not delight in it. See, they shall not be amused by gold. See, verse 18, it says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children. See, the eye of the Russians and those who are in league with Russia shall not spare any man in the United States. See, in America. See, because the war between Russia and America is going to be the nuclear war. See, and when the missiles will be pointed directly to these mega cities in America, they will spare no one in that place. See, at the time when we will witness fire mingled with blood. See, because when the nuclear missiles hit the ground, they cause people to bleed, so there will be fire mingled with blood. See, verse 19, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees. See, the new Babylon, now we are talking about America. The beauty of the Chaldees' excellence shall be as when God, the Most High Power, overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah. So there shall be coming, the destruction of Babylon is going to be by the way of fire and not otherwise. See, because fire is a cleansing agent, like water. Verse 20, shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. See, when this war starts, see, the merchants from Arab, see, they shall not pitch their tent there, because America is not the land of peace anymore. See, they will be watching from the side, see, the destruction of America. Verse 21, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and all shall dwell there, and the satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. See, that's why we witness the tension between Russia and the USA is so high that will escalate, will fuel the World War III. See, let us finish with this article. It says, Russia declares US an enemy state for first time amid training ties over Ukraine, by Shweta Kukret. This is from June 5, 2024. It says, amid straining ties with Washington over Ukraine, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov called the United States an enemy state. See, Russian President Vladimir Putin Press Secretary Peskov's remarks come after former American intelligence officer Scott Litters claimed that he was prevented from visit St. Petersburg and his passport was confiscated by border officials. Responding to it, Peskov told the reporters, Peskov told the reporters that the latest manifestation of the rabid campaign to stop Americans from communicating with Russia would only be understandable if the move had any connection to his former intelligence status. We are now an enemy country for them, just as they are for us, he told the reporters. According to Agent Stivo, a reputable Russian investigative website, neither Peskov nor Putin have ever referred to the United States or other unfriendly countries as Russians' enemies. See,